Russian maths is an approach to problem solving in mathematics, but it isn't exclusive to Russia and doesn't even involve learning any new mathematics. Instead, what Russian maths does do is take a different approach to solving a mathematical problem. In doing so, can reduce the stress and anxiety when faced with a complicated maths problem. The key to this approach is to see a relationship between a new mathematical problem and one you already have the solution for, then apply some imagination and reasoning to get the new answer. So we take a very basic example of 75 plus 25, which equals 100. Now if you look at the relationship between that and 75 plus 26, that's all that's changed here if we'd added 1 to the 25. So since everything else is the same, all we have to do is add 1 to the previous answer. So 75 plus 26 equals 101. That example really isn't any easier than doing the standard route. It does start to change as we add layers of difficulty to the problem. So if we start with 12 times 12, which you hopefully know from the times table or elsewhere is 144. Now if we look at the relationship between that and 13 times 12, that's just one lot of 12 more than 12 times 12. So we add 144 and 12 and get that 13 times 12 equals 156. Alternatively, try 120 times 12. Now by adding a 0 to one of the 12s, we've increased it by 10 times. By putting the 0 on the answer, we can also increase that by 10 times. So 120 times 12 equals 1440. Now suppose we do both of these operations to progress from 12 times 12 to 130 times 12. So the first step is to work out that 13 times 12 is 156. Then to follow on by adding a 0 for 130 times 12, making it 1560. I've done a fairly complicated multiplication. Let's take it that one small step further. Multiply 131 by 12. We follow the first two steps, and already that's shown us that 130 times 12 is 1560. All we have to do then is add another 12 to the previous answer to get that 131 times 12 is 1572. Now many children and even some adults, when faced with a multiplication seemingly as difficult as 131 times 12, will either give up or reach for a calculator. How the key to Russian maths isn't being able to multiply 131 by 12, instead having the imagination to know that 131 times 12 has a relationship between 12 times 12, and the ability to see what that relationship is. The application of Russian maths to a problem means that even a seemingly complex and difficult mathematical problem can be solved in some fairly quick and simple steps. By reducing the fear of complex mathematical problems, you can make maths more approachable and achievable by a larger group of students.